You worked hard all month, sweating, grinding, maybe pulling overtime. Your paycheck says $2,000, but your bank account, $1,456. Where did the rest go? Who took it? Why did they take it? And is it actually necessary? In the next 10 minutes, we're breaking down taxes, banks, interest, inflation, recessions, credit scores, investing, money, value, and time. Because if you don't understand money, money will control you. In school, we learn about algebra, history, and chemical reactions, but nobody really teaches us how money works. And that's why so many people work for decades and still never build real wealth. So let's start with the first piece of the puzzle. Taxes are money the government takes from you. Why? To build roads, fund schools, run hospitals, support police and the military. There are different types. Income tax, on what you earn. Sales tax, on what you spend. Capital gains tax, on what your investments earn. Social Security tax, forced retirement savings. Medicare tax, supports healthcare for seniors and vulnerable people. The government already knows roughly what you owe, but you still have to file and figure it out. If you're right, you're fine. If you're wrong, you pay penalties. Taxes feel annoying, but without taxes, a country doesn't function. You deposit money into a bank. You imagine it sitting safely in a vault. But here's the truth. The bank lends most of it out. This is called fractional reserve banking. If you deposit $1,000, the bank might lend out $900 of it. How do banks make money? They might pay you 3% interest, then lend it to someone else at 9%. The difference, that's their profit. And in the U.S., most banks are insured up to $250,000 per person. That means your money is protected up to that amount. If you borrow $1,000 and repay $1,280, that extra $280, that's interest. There are two main types. 1. Simple interest, a fixed percentage. 2. Compound interest, earning interest. Credit card at 20% interest. A small mistake can turn into serious debt fast, but invest at 7% annually. Your money slowly doubles over time. Here's the rule. If you're paying interest, eliminate it fast. If you're earning interest, give it time. What costs $100 today might cost $110 next year. That's inflation. Your money slowly loses purchasing power. Why does it happen? Too much money in the system. Supply shortages. Rising expectations. Around 2% per year is normal. But when inflation spikes, savings shrink. Wages struggle to keep up. So what does the government do? They raise interest rates. Loans become more expensive. People spend less. The economy cools down. A recession happens when the economy shrinks for at least 6 months. Jobs disappear. Stocks fall. Spending slows down. Causes can include high interest rates, war, pandemics, natural economic cycles. But recessions aren't permanent. They're painful resets. Eventually, growth returns.
Your credit score ranges from 300 to 850. It determines whether you qualify for a mortgage, how expensive your car loan will be. It's based on payment history, credit utilization, length of credit history, credit mix, and new credit inquiries. The most important factor? Pay on time. A credit score isn't about being rich, it's about being reliable. Money isn't inherently valuable, it's a shared belief. A dollar bill works because we all agree it works. Governments print it, central banks regulate it, people exchange it for goods and services. Print too much? Inflation. Too little? Economic slowdown. Money is built on trust. The best way to fight inflation? Investing. You can invest in stocks, bonds, index funds, real estate. Investing isn't gambling, it's about patience, diversification, time. 30 years of compounding is the real wealth-building secret. Wealth isn't built in days, it's built in decades. The wealthy don't use magic, they use time. Small, consistent investments over long periods become large fortunes. Today you learned why taxes exist, how banks use your money, how interest can destroy you or build your wealth, how inflation quietly steals from you, and why time is your greatest financial advantage. Money isn't evil. Ignorance is expensive. Now you're not just living in the system, you understand the system. And that changes everything. If you found this video helpful, make sure you follow for more financial insights on the Global Finance Channel.